On July 2, 1997, in Los Angeles, California, a suspect fleeing a convenience store robbery initiated a high-speed chase on the I-110 freeway, ultimately becoming one of the most infamous pursuits in U.S. history. The suspect, a 23-year-old man with a history of armed robbery, accelerated through traffic at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour, weaving between cars, creating immediate danger for other motorists. Police vehicles attempted interception, but miscommunication between patrol units and a lack of coordination in traffic closure measures resulted in multiple officers converging on the same exit ramp, creating bottlenecks and confusion. Adrenaline surged for both officers and the suspect as each maneuver carried life-or-death consequences. Witnesses reported hearing screeching tires, crashes, and screams as vehicles collided or swerved to avoid the chase. The pursuit continued for over 40 minutes across congested freeways, leaving several civilian vehicles damaged, a fatal crash involving an uninvolved motorist, and serious injuries to 2 officers. The chase ended when the suspect crashed into a median barrier, sustaining minor injuries while fleeing on foot and escaping temporarily. Internal investigations revealed failures in radio communication, lack of proper pursuit coordination, and misjudgment of the suspect's reckless behavior. This chase prompted widespread policy changes in California, including stricter pursuit protocols, better communication systems, and advanced training on risk assessment, demonstrating how even a routine response can spiral into a multifaceted disaster when human error intersects with high-speed danger. On October 12, 2002, in Miami, Florida, a suspect fleeing a narcotics operation initiated a high-speed pursuit along the I-95 corridor, creating chaos during morning rush hour. The suspect, driving a stolen SUV, reached speeds over 110 miles per hour, forcing civilian drivers to swerve and crash. Police units, attempting to maintain pursuit, misjudged distances and failed to deploy spike strips at critical points due to delayed command approval. Fear, adrenaline, and panic dominated the scene, as both officers and motorists reacted instinctively to avoid collision. After a series of near misses, the suspect lost control, flipping the SUV, causing injuries to multiple innocent drivers. The suspect escaped on foot into nearby swampland, only to be apprehended hours later. Investigation revealed inadequate real-time communication between units, improper use of pursuit protocol, and miscalculations in road hazards. The chase led to reforms in Miami-Dade police pursuits, including mandatory evaluation of traffic density before initiating pursuit and specialized high-speed pursuit training, showing that misjudgment or oversight in dynamic environments can escalate a routine operation into a life-threatening scenario with multiple casualties. On March 5, 2007, in Chicago, Illinois, a suspect wanted for armed robbery fled across the Kennedy Expressway, initiating a pursuit that ended in disaster on a downtown bridge. The suspect drove erratically, ignoring lane markings and traffic signals, while pursuing officers struggled to maintain safe distances in icy conditions. Tension, fear, and adrenaline escalated as vehicles slid on frozen surfaces, narrowly avoiding collisions with civilian traffic. At one critical moment, an officer attempted to box the suspect in, misjudging road width, causing a chain reaction where 2 patrol cars collided and the suspect's vehicle spun out of control. The suspect survived and fled on foot, while officers and civilians sustained injuries. Investigation revealed a failure to account for environmental conditions, insufficient risk assessment, and misjudgment of vehicle maneuvering limits. As a result, Chicago PD revised pursuit guidelines, emphasizing environmental assessment, proper vehicular spacing, and risk-to-benefit evaluation, showing that one miscalculation during a pursuit can lead to cascading consequences affecting multiple lives. On February 12, 2018, in San Francisco, California, a suspect fleeing a multi-state fraud investigation initiated a pursuit across the Bay Bridge that ended disastrously due to one overlooked detail. Police failed to consider lane closures and construction on the bridge, which funneled traffic into narrow lanes. The suspect, a 34-year-old man driving a sports car, maneuvered at speeds exceeding 110 miles per hour, weaving dangerously between patrol units and civilian vehicles. Adrenaline, panic, and fear dominated as officers attempted maneuvers to contain the suspect, while commuters screamed and swerved to avoid collision. A sudden miscalculation resulted in a patrol car striking a concrete barrier, ricocheting into another vehicle, causing multiple injuries and creating a traffic jam that blocked rescue units. The suspect abandoned his car mid-bridge and fled on foot into adjacent construction scaffolding, temporarily evading capture. Investigations revealed that insufficient environmental risk assessment, lack of lane closure awareness, and miscommunication between units contributed to the severity of the incident. San Francisco police revised pursuit protocols to include mandatory environmental and traffic hazard evaluations, increased inter-unit communication, and specialized training for high-speed bridge pursuits. This chase exemplifies how a single oversight, ignoring construction lane reductions, can amplify danger exponentially, turning a routine law enforcement action into a multi-layered disaster impacting officers, civilians, and suspects alike. On January 14, 2011, a stolen vehicle chase on the I-405 freeway in Los Angeles led to one of the most catastrophic multi-vehicle accidents in police pursuit history. The suspect, attempting to evade capture after armed robbery, accelerated into heavy commuter traffic at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour. Patrol units failed to anticipate the high volume of civilian vehicles and improperly deployed spike strips too late, causing the suspect to lose control. The vehicle spun, colliding with multiple cars, injuring civilians and officers. Fear, panic, and adrenaline dominated as chaos ensued, with cars skidding, horns blaring, and bystanders screaming. The suspect escaped temporarily on foot before being captured hours later. Investigations revealed a combination of errors: failure to assess traffic conditions, delayed communication to dispatch, and inadequate coordination between pursuit teams. Reforms included mandatory pursuit risk assessments, improved communication technology, and training for high-speed maneuvers in congested areas, highlighting that one oversight in judgment can transform a controlled chase into a disaster impacting multiple innocent lives. On August 23, 2009, in New York City, a suspect fleeing a bank robbery triggered a pursuit across the Bronx, weaving through crowded city streets at high speed. Officers underestimated the suspect's ability to maneuver through tight traffic, creating life-threatening situations for pedestrians and motorists. Tension, adrenaline, and fear dominated the chase as officers attempted maneuvers to box in the suspect, who responded with evasive driving. A miscommunication between officers in separate units resulted in both sides converging on the same intersection, causing a collision between patrol cars and a civilian vehicle, injuring multiple people. The suspect continued for several miles, exploiting the chaos before eventually abandoning the car and fleeing on foot, only to be apprehended after a manhunt. Post-chase review highlighted critical mistakes: failure to implement containment strategies, poor inter-unit communication, and lack of real-time traffic evaluation. The incident prompted New York PD to overhaul pursuit protocols, train officers in urban pursuit risk management, and implement stricter guidelines for when to initiate high-speed chases, showing how one oversight can escalate into multi-party hazards with lasting consequences.